It's Platt, and today we kick off the holiday season by trying a winter lager from Samuel Adams. That's next on Platt's Beer of the Week. Well, we've already made it to mid-November. Thanksgiving will be here before we know it. And, of course, that takes us already into Christmas and New Year's. So I thought we would start hitting some of the great seasonal holiday-type beers. One I picked today is the Sam Adams Boston Lager, or Sam Adams Winter Lager, from the same people that produce the Boston Lager. As many of you probably know, Samuel Adams, or the Boston Beer Company, is one of the original craft breweries here in the U.S. They've gone on to grow massively. Some people don't even consider them craft beer anymore. That's up for you to decide. So, because they're so big, I don't feel like going into their story necessarily. You probably know it, but one of the stories I did when I was investigating this that I found interesting was the number of forefathers that were directly or indirectly related to the alcoholic beverage industry. Samuel Adams himself had inherited a brewery from his father. There's some back and forth by historians whether or not he was an actual brewer or a maltster. The maltsters created the malt, the barley malt that was needed for brewers. So either way, he was involved in the industry. George Washington himself actually was quite a successful distiller, made rye whiskey on his plantation at Mount Vernon. Ben Franklin, oddly enough, came out with the Drinker's Dictionary. He loved all the different phrases and euphemisms for alcoholic consumption that he came up with a book about it. And even Thomas Jefferson, who wasn't directly involved in the industry, was a well-known lover of French wines and Madeiras, and had brought in a large amount of French champagne to celebrate his inauguration as president. Before we try this beer, though, let's check out the stats. Alright, we're back. One of the things I like about the Boston Beer Company is they're always producing new beers. They have different limited editions or series of new beers. They do, of course, their seasonal series, which includes the Winter Lager. There's the Summer Ale, the Oktoberfest. They do a Brewmasters selection that includes the Cherry Wheat, which is real popular, and the Cream Stout. A few years back, they came out with a barrel-aged edition that includes a 13th Hour New World. And probably their most well-known or probably well-loved special edition beer that they come out with is the Utopias. One of the most expensive beers out there, but it's also one of the most highest alcohol proof. Comes out at 28% alcohol volume. Comes in a real neat copper bottle. I just like the fact that Sam Adams always kind of pushing the envelope there. So, with that being said, let's check out Sammy Adams' work on this Winter Lager. Alright, just a shade darker than the Boston Lager. Still got a nice lighter khaki head, not quite a figure's worth. On the nose, I picked up a little malt. Not too much hoppiness. Just a vague hint of spice, but not a lot. Let's give her a try. That's nice. Nice, simple, dark malt beer. Get just a subtle hint of maybe some vanilla, some spice, you know, the winter spices, but not a lot. This is just a good dark winter beer. It would, at 5.6% alcohol, it's not quite it's in between that session beer and a bigger beer kind of thing. So, but it's not too high in alcohol. very drinkable. This is something that if you're wanting to push people into some bigger beers, you know, get them out of their Miller Lite rut, get them into something a little different, this is something I'd recommend. Has a little more complexity, more of a medium body, but still very drinkable. Yeah, overall decent beer. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, please like the video because it lets YouTube know we're putting out good content. Also, if you feel like leaving a suggestion for a beer to try, please also leave that in the comment section. If you have any other comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Till next time, bottoms up.